It's just very feminine, hot girl summer vibes. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I am so excited to be filming again. This video is going to be very on topic for summer. It's all of my summer faves for cruelty-free and vegan makeup. Also, to address the elephant in the room, I dyed my hair pink. I was going for like a rose gold color, which it definitely was more so before the first few washes, but I recently ordered rose gold conditioner to use on this so that it kind of deposits color every single time that I wash it. Hopefully that'll help because I feel like it's starting to go a little bit more blonde than pink. But this is the first time I've ever dyed my hair a non-natural color, so if you guys have done that before and you have any tips for upkeep, I want to at least keep it kind of light pink rosy gold until the end of the summer. So send me your tips. Without further ado, let's get into my summer favorites using cruelty-free and vegan beauty. Let's just hop right into it. I'm going to use the Xoxo primer. I am just going to let that sink into the face for a minute before we continue with the rest of the look. I'll be right back. So it's all soaked into the face. What I do like about this primer is that it does not feel tacky, but it does feel hydrating. It just kind of makes the skin feel plump, but it doesn't actually like get tacky, you know, to the touch, to the point that it's like grippy. Now for the face products, and I actually have several recommendations, but I'm kind of focusing them on dry skin versus oily skin in the summer because I feel like they're very different things and I can't in good conscience recommend one product to both groups. So to start off, I'll tell you my dry skin recommendations because I have dry skin. These are the ones I'm going to be using today. Starting with my base, these are the two that I really recommend for summer, the ones that I'm going to be using like crazy this summer, but there are some stipulations with both. So this one alone, the lowest coverage product that I have, let me show you. Oh, I guess I should say what this is. Hello, Samantha, wake up. Haven't filmed a video in a while. This is the Bareminerals Complexion Rescue. It's very hydrating, but it's more water-based. I got a dollop of it here, and I just kind of want to show you how it spreads out. It's very lightweight. It's honestly like a skincare product in a lot of ways. It just makes your skin look great, which is why I love using it on its own when I'm feeling like I'm having a good skin day. And it does ultimately dry down to not feeling too tacky, which is also kind of a requirement that I have for my summer category of makeup. Speaking of tacky, that brings us to this. This is the Buildable Blur CC Cream from Thrive. So I'm gonna swatch this one for you as well so you can kind of see what I mean. You're gonna see why I recommend using like a moisturizer with this. This one's a little bit thicker than the last. Got a little bit more coverage too. This does have sunscreen in it, which is great. And once they're all blended out, you can kind of see the difference between the two. So this is the Bareminerals, very lightweight, still provides a nice sheen and a tiny bit of a tint, but you can still see my veins through it. You can still see my little mole on the back of my hand. Whereas this guy is a little bit more full coverage. Well, I shouldn't say full coverage, it just has more coverage. And it also is a little bit sunscreeny. You know what I'm talking about? I bring these two up specifically because this one has the SPF you want for summer, right? And it's a CC cream. It has skincare benefits as well, just like this one does. I like to use this and mix it with something that is more lightweight, like a lightweight moisturizer that I have, or in this case today, I'm gonna mix these two together because I think that's going to make this spread a little bit better, not feel quite as oily or tacky, and end up having a really nice overall effect. I am just going to mix these together on the back of my hand and kind of apply this while I tell you about the choices that I would have, like recommendations I'd have for oily skin during the summer, because you gorgeous beings also deserve some great recommendations that are cruelty-free and vegan. If you're looking for something that is still going to kind of give the effect of this stuff, as in like be lightweight and not too crazy, allow me to actually recommend that you get the Bareminerals Complexion Rescue that I'm using on my face right now, and then get the Bareminerals Original Foundation. I have used that combination, even on my dry skin, it looks really great. But on oily skin textures, I feel like it would actually end up giving you that nice skin benefiting hydration that the Complexion Rescue does, and then give you the option to just kind of hit your problem areas with the Bareminerals powder. Even though it is a powder formula, it's not matte. It very much ends up being like a satin finish with a little bit of light, a little bit of like healthy sheen to it. Okay, let's talk concealer. This is not actually a concealer, but it's going to be your best friend. Listen to me. Listen, if you actually buy anything from this video, this is the thing I want you to buy. This is the Eyelift 360 Waterproof Primer from Thrive Cosmetics. It comes in a squeezy tube, but it has like a little doe foot that comes out. I will put this underneath my eyes. It's a fantastic under eye primer, and it works really well on the eyelids as well, so I hit it all over. Isn't tacky by any means, but just takes eyeshadow super well after doing one light layer of this. But I almost love it more for the under eye area because this thing can turn any concealer into a miracle product. Okay, I had to go get a new SIM card, so if the angle looks a little bit different, that's why. This is how the complexion is looking. Nice and dewy, but not tacky at all. So this is my secret for the summer, and another reason I love Bareminerals. This is their Brightening concealer, and I actually got it in Well Rested, which I think is supposed to be a little bit more of like a banana powder, opposed to the other shades that they have in this concealer. This one is supposed to kind of brighten. And this is going to be my only concealer today. This concealer goes so beautifully over the 360 waterproof primer. And then the fact that that primer is waterproof just helps with like sweat during the summer, or if you do get in a pool or something, not that you're going to be submerging a face of makeup in a pool, but if you really want to, you probably can with this. I haven't actually tried it. Okay, so both eyes are done. Editing Sam, I just got my wisdom teeth removed, so if I'm a little puffy, excuse that. It looks like I just casually blended over that with concealer, but I 100% realized what I had done and took a few minutes to fix it. Okay, bye. That's looking a little bright. I ended up putting it on the eyelid as well because I want to kind of brighten the lid for a look I'm going to do later. Now we move on to the other concealer that I recommend. This is the one I actually would recommend for dry skin types if you do want something hydrating. This Mineral Fusion concealer, it's actually a duo with a color correcting shade and then a concealer shade. Even just swatching it, I don't think I can describe to you just how lightweight this is. I'm going to use this to cover blemishes today because it's just a little bit closer to my skin color. It's not quite as bright. I don't want to be emphasizing blemishes, but these two are absolute go-tos for summer for me. This one is great for zapping away moisture in a way. This is very much matte and a little more so than the original powder foundation. It doesn't strip the skin in any way, but it really does make sure that your under eyes are not shiny. Whereas this Mineral Fusion concealer is so lightweight and hydrating, very much along the lines of like, if you're interested in the Bareminerals Complexion Rescue and that kind of finish, using that with a Mineral Fusion concealer and nothing else would give you the dewiest, fresh, bouncy, dewy kind of look if that's what you're going for. Okay, and this is the last base product that I want to show you before we get into like blush and bronzer and highlight. This is the Well People Bio Base Baked Brightener. I know a ton of people love this, and I don't plan on using a ton today, but I am just going to take some on a fluffy brush and just hit my chin and my forehead a little bit. It creates this gorgeous sheen. Some people even use it as like a really subtle highlight. Again, you can kind of see how it picks up light a little bit. But if you were to shear that out all over the face and just use it as a powder like I am and like a lot of people do, it just kind of creates this beautiful healthy sheen. Okay, now it's time for bronzer. So I have one to recommend to you guys, and I have others that I like, but this is the one I'm going to be using a ton this summer. This is the Bareminerals BareProGlo liquid bronzer. As you can see, it does have some sheen, some reflect to it. And I am just going to evenly coat my brush, and I usually tap around where I want it first and then I kind of blend it out. Looks good. Might add a little bit more later because I love a good bronze look in the summer, but let's go ahead and move on to blush. Actually, we're gonna do highlight first because I have a liquid highlight and a powder blush, so I want to finish with the blush. Exact same product for highlight. So this is the highlighter version in the shade Free. I'm just gonna dab this. Yes, she's dewy, she's gorgeous, she's effortless. She's also humble. Okay, now we're on to blush. And this is just my favorite blush palette all year long, but I think the colors in this are gorgeous, especially for summer and spring. This is the Aether Beauty Rose Quartz Crystal Cheek Palette. This palette has a highlight shade and then two cheek shades, and this is a kind of satin shade. This one is strictly matte. For me, it looks great in the pan, and then it ends up looking different on my face, but in a good way. Let me show you what I mean. So today I'm only going to use this shade in the middle here called Compassion. I'm building this one up slowly because she'll creep up on you. Okay, so I feel like I've built her up pretty well. I might add a little bit more, but this is the side without. This is the side with. She's beautiful. I feel like this blush, especially if you already are using like a really dewy highlight, just kind of emphasizes the cheekbone in a really flattering way since it has a tiny bit of sheen to it. Okay, I love this, but as anticipated, I do want more bronzer. I'll be right back. Yes, that's better. That's better. Okay, so let's move into eyes. I'm going to throw on a brow really fast. These aren't necessarily just my summer products. They're just what I'm using a lot right now, both from e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. It has a really nice spoolie that comes with it, and it's like a retractable one. And then the e.l.f. Wow Brow. Okay. Brows are on. I'm sure you see a tiny bit of a difference, but not a ton. I don't go super heavy on the brows. Now let's get into the eye look. The products that I'm using on my eyes today that I actually recommend to you, and I pulled just a few of these colors out, but I have a lot, are the C'est Moi crayons. The only warning that I have for you using them is that they are so good at dry down to the point that they just like will not move after a minute. So you kind of got to work quickly with them. I really just think it takes practice. After you practice a few times with them, you understand what they're like. They're really buttery going on. You have no issue with them being stiff coming out of the crayon. These come in a ton of fun colors. I got this one out. I think this is called Daffodil, and Leaf is the name of the green one I pulled out. I wanted to go with something green to match my earrings today a little bit, but this is something that's new to my collection. This is the Juvia's Place highlighter. To be specific, it's the Tribe Highlighter Volume 3. It has a little mirror that comes with it. It's cardboard packaging, which I like. I'm starting to just explore Juvia's Place a little bit more. I kind of want to do a brand review for you guys. Don't let this deceive you. It is the most ridiculous, and by ridiculous I mean fantastic and powerful highlight that I have ever used. I mean, holy cow, it's just like foil. So what I'm thinking is using that on the lid today and then doing some kind of like liner situation with the green, maybe even some yellow, like, you know? Basically a very glittery eye with a very matte eyeliner. Do you see my vision? Are you seeing it? I'm not even sure I do, but I'm gonna fast forward you through this part now that you know what I'm using, and then we'll stop when we get to mascara and I'll kind of show you what I recommend for that. I'm just gonna allow you to kind of watch this train wreck and we'll see where we end up.
About to leave, already packing, come with me, I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know.
Okay, vision fell off a little bit. I told you we were gonna stray from it, but I actually think that this is gonna look better with mascara on because the Seymar crayons took to my lashes a little bit. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go off camera, apply the Thrive mascara. I'm gonna go with black today. I have to know if this look is gonna work, and I don't think I'm gonna know that until I put my mascara on. So I will be right back in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that is definitely something that I normally would not do, and I even think I could have done it better, but I think it looks cool. Okay, so like I said, I used the Thrive Cosmetics mascara for this. If you want long, luxurious, gorgeous lashes that are not going to be coming off when you're sweating and things like that, I think that the Thrive is fantastic for that. However, I do want to show you guys the Burt's Bees Nourishing Mascara because this is the one that I go to for volume strictly, and they do have a black version of it, but I love the brown version. Like I said, isn't lengthening, so don't expect it to be. It is only volumizing, but it looks so nice. It makes your lashes look really, really luscious over the summer. So if you're looking for something that's going to be a little bit more of a natural look than the Thrive, which will magnify your lashes, but they are a little bit intense, I would definitely recommend the Burt's Bees Nourishing Mascara. Okay, so now that eyes are done, and I actually think we're looking good. Look at the complexion. We have that nice dewy glow that we want without actually feeling oily at all. Let's move on to lips. Okay, so there's one specific lip product that I am excited to use this summer, and that is the Honest Beauty tinted lip balms. I'm gonna use one of these today, but if you want some other recommendations, I love on the higher end Fit Glow Beauty lip serums. Oh my gosh, I was so late to the party. I tried them in 2020 for the first time. I know they've been a huge thing in the clean beauty market for a couple years now since they came out. I've tried them though. I really love them. They're a great like liquid lip balm idea, you know, the ones that aren't too sticky. They're by no means sticky. I also love anything Burt's Bees. If you want something a little cheaper in drugstore, e.l.f. makes some really good lip products too, but Burt's Bees has matte versions. They have a ton of different, like if you prefer a crayon, they have great crayons, they have lip glosses. But for today's look, to show you the Honest Beauty lip balms, I wanna go into this shade, which is Summer Melon. The thing that I love so much about these, and I'm hoping is picking up on camera, is that they smooth the lips. I don't know what makes them do this whole like filtered effect, but I love the way that it makes my lips look, and I love the colors they have. I actually have been reaching more for the Fruit Punch shade, but I thought that was going to be a little bit too red pulling for this look. So the Summer Melon shade is a little bit more of like a peachy shade, and I think that's working really well for this. All right, guys, so this is the final summery look using only cruelty-free and vegan / clean beauty products. If you want something dewy and bouncy and fresh for summer like I do, then this is the kind of makeup look that you might want to go for. I hope dividing this makeup into kind of oily and dry skin types was helpful in this video. If it was, let me know in the comments down below. If you guys have any cruelty-free and vegan makeup favorites that you like to use during the summer, also leave your suggestions down below. I would love to maybe do a video soon trying your favorites in clean beauty. That's it for this video, guys. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you liked the video and want to see more content like this, and I will see you in the next one.